Good morning. Today I'm here at Gourock and I'm at the ferry terminal and I'm taking a ferry over to a place that I've never been before. Why don't you come along with me? Let's go. What an experience I've just had. See that boat, that ferry you saw? That was my ferry. I've just missed it. And the reason I missed it is because I kept trying to book online to get my ticket and it kept cutting me off. 4 times it done it before I finally got my ticket. Then I walked up to the terminal, saw that ferry and filmed it. Said to the man, I'm here for the ferry, you've just missed it. I says, okay, right, when is the next one? 2 hours. Because they're off on their lunch break now. Cannot believe it. So this ferry terminal here at Gourock is not manned. You can't go up to a desk and buy a ticket. You can do it at Weems Bay, you can do it at Largs, but you can't do it here. So bear that in mind if you're coming. You need to book online. I would suggest you do it the night before, get your ticket all ready rather than try to do it here, because I just kept getting cut off. Anyway, I've got a couple of hours to kill. I'll just go up to Gourock, stoat about for a while, and then I'll come back down and get the next ferry. If I was going to Dunoon, that would be okay, because that's the ferry there. I would have been able to get on the Dunoon ferry. So this is Gourock. We'll head up to the town and see what we can see. Look at the tops of the hills cut off by the cloud. Amazing. Don't know if you can see that cloud there. That looks like another mountain or hill, but it's just the way the clouds are formed. Amazing. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful here. It's a right wide stretch of the Clyde. Who's this person? Somebody waiting to go on their holidays. The sweetest of songs is the song of the Clyde. And there's all the places she's been to. So this is downtown Gourock. That looks quite nice in there, Riviera. Anyone from Gourock? Is that a nice place? I'm planning to have a wee bite to eat over in... Oh, I nearly said the name of the place. You'll have to wait and find out, but I'll have a wee bite to eat over there after my ferry trip in 2 hours. Lovely wee shops here. That's nice, nice artwork. Now I'm very tempted. There's Ald's the Bakers. That's an amazing baker's, that. This is a nice place, this Gourock. As a visitor, first impressions. I know port towns have seen better days now, but yeah, this is getting quite nice. So far I've seen there's Made in Italy. There's Esplanade Cafe, the Whiskey Room. Yeah, this has got a fair share of nice places. I love wee shops like this. Sell all these wee beautiful knickknacks. That's an amazing place up there. What's it called? Good Brew. What a view they've got out the back onto the Clyde. Big glass windows. Beautiful. There's the Taj Mahal. The Pak Lee Chinese carry-out. Yeah, I'm liking this place. Oh yeah, I forgot, Gourock's got one of these. I have to show you this. It was a Lido. It's now the Guruk Outdoor Pool and Fitness Gym. They still call it a Lido. And there it is. Outdoor pool. And a baby pool, but that doesn't look as if it's very clean. Maybe it's just the floor worn away, yeah. As in coming for an outdoor swim, and that's your scenery behind you in the backdrop. We'll be going over that water soon. Well, I say soon, 2 hours. I'm sorry, we'll just never go over that. I missed it by that much.
Missed it by that much.
There's a lot of lovely houses on this road. A lot of them have got dormers up there making use of that amazing view. And of course here's Guruk's War Monument for the men who fought and died in the Second World War. And these are the men from the First World War. Some lovely benches here, dedicated to the memory of various people. Another war bench. I think I'll sit down on one, have a look at the view. There it is. Isn't that spectacular? I know some of you that watch my channel can't get out much anymore, so I'm glad you can join me, experience this with me, take you out and about with me. I can see a town clock away up there in the distance. Let's go and have a look at that. I've got about an hour left.
Missed it by that much.
Albert Road, maybe named after Prince Albert, Queen Victoria's husband. Oh no, here's Old the Baker's coming up again. I hope a big magnet doesn't pull me in. And there's that big clock tower at the top of this hill. Let's have a closer look. Guruk St John's. It's a church. I actually thought it was a town hall. What a beautiful structure that is. 20 past 12. Beautiful bowling greens there. Minus the bins, of course. Look at the view you get from up here. Imagine living in that flat there. Any one of those flats at the top, or one up. What a view. Same looking down the hill. You know, in a kind of way, I'm glad I missed that ferry, because I've enjoyed my little walk around Guruk. It's much more beautiful than I imagined it. Especially this bit. Look at this view here. Isn't that gorgeous? It's just views everywhere. Look at this. Living in those flats. What a view on any of these houses. Hey, that's just some beautiful architecture right up there. I love the way that street's got 3 signs. Bath Street, it's also Castle Mansions, and the ghost sign, Castle Mansions. Talked about missing the ferry. Sometimes life's like that, isn't it? Something doesn't happen that you wish did happen. Maybe you'd planned for something to happen that doesn't work out. Then later on you realise, I'm glad that didn't work out. Because I've had a better time, or I've experienced something that I wouldn't have experienced, you know. It's like a sliding doors moment. So I've just missed that boat literally by seconds.
Missed it by that much.
And now I'm enjoying myself here in Guruk. So much to look at. I love the sails, the boats, with the sails in the top of the lampposts. That's a lovely touch. Oh, here's another little bit of history. Still standing right here. There's some pictures of it from the bygone days as well. Let's have a closer look. Look at that. Back in the black and white days. Another ship on the stonework. Beautiful. Is that like a big bell meant to be? So this is called the McPherson Fountain. Re-erected December 2005. I think that might be my ferry coming in, but I've still got just under an hour before it leaves again. Unless that's a Dunoon one, who knows. I'm really disappointed in myself, I really am. I've done something really bad. I went into Alds and got 2 fruit pies. I said I bought a apple one and a rhubarb one. Now the reason I bought these is because if ever I see a baker that sells apple pies that look like the wee Scotch pies. Those kind. I just got to because they're very rare these days. So I said to the lady, have you got a pen? I want to write an A on one so I know what one's the apple, what one's the rhubarb. Maybe she done. She wrote apple and put a wee smiley face. So if you're ever in Gourock, you need to get to Olds the Bakers and ask the lady to put a wee smiley face on your bag. Look at that, that just looks amazing. Nom nom nom. Brilliant that. I'm a wee bit early yet, but I think I'll head back round to the terminal just to make sure I don't miss the next one. It'll be midnight, I'll be getting there. If you're ever in Glasgow and you fancy a wee trip out to one of the islands, you can come on the train from Glasgow Central here to Gourock. And Gourock is a terminus, so the train can't go any further, you won't overshoot your station. And then you just get off and there's a ferry terminal there. It'll take you to Dunoon and the place I'm going to. So here I am back at the terminal, half an hour early, but I'm not taking any chances.
Missed it by that much.
Here I am, I'm finally on the ferry. Good to see there's toilets on board just before you go into the inside cabin. Oh, nice and warm in here. It's a nice little ferry. Plenty of seats inside and it's lovely and warm. So here I am on the ferry. Where am I going to? Kilcreggan. So Kilcreggan, it's a place I've never been to before. It's only a 13-minute ferry hop across the water. So I thought I'd give it a little try, you know, and you can come along with me and see what it's like. You can actually drive to it, but I think you need to go way up to the Gairloch and then away back down again, so this is a quick route. And I think it was only £4 something each way. I see that one over there is called an alley cat. Does that mean it's a catamaran? It looks like it. The sky is looking a bit dark now. I bet you when I get over here it'll be pouring. There's a bit of blue sky over there though, so let's chase the sun.
Listen carefully to the following safety message, which has been prepared for your information and comfort. Your attention is drawn to the passenger emergency instructions displayed throughout the passenger areas. Please read these carefully.
Thanks very much. I know. Well caught.
We're all going to be on camera then. All
yes. If you want, if you don't want to, I don't need to put you on. What a beautiful, quaint little ferry terminal. First impressions of Kilcreggan. Beautiful. And look at all these houses that greet you when you get off the ferry. First thing that strikes me when I come off, how quiet it is. That's what I love. I mean, that was less than 15 minutes on a ferry, and I feel as though I'm way up north of Scotland. I mean, you can still see Guruk over there. That's how close it is. I better remember the last ferry's at 6:36, or I'll be sleeping that skip the night. There's a house for sale if you want to come and stay here. Cafe at Kilcreggan, it looks shut. Kilcreggan Antiques, looks shut. But there's the Creggan's Pub and Grub, and that's opened. Have you ever been to Kilcreggan? Let me know if you have. I don't know what there is to do here. I haven't looked up a single thing. So far it's looking like it's just that pub that's opened. And it started to rain. I could have been here 2 hours ago. I just won't let that go.
Missed it by that much. That's the view from out the window. My lentil soup has arrived. Beautiful. Lovely and creamy. So what do I think of the Creggan's pub? Absolutely lovely. Very quaint, lovely wee atmosphere. Beautiful soup, that soup was gorgeous. Do you know that right creamy soup you get? It's full of cream and so creamy. And the ferry's there about to leave in a few minutes. They're 1 every hour. I'm tempted to go just now because the rain's come on. It's absolutely chucking it down, but there's a few things I want to see. One being a rock, I was going to say a famous rock, but I'd never heard of it, called the Tut Tut Rock. I'll see if I can find it. I might actually just sit in this shelter for a minute because it's absolutely stoating down. There, again here. I'll just wait until the rain goes off for a wee minute. Hopefully it will. I mean, it's raining here now, but do you know something? This place is absolutely magical. You won't be able to detect this on the screen, but the air is full of the smoke from coal fires. It's absolutely beautiful. Look, people have got palm trees in their gardens. A house down there had a boat in the front garden. Look, in between 2 houses, look at this. A little stream. How beautiful is this place? I'm absolutely loving it. Beautiful little summer house. I'll walk down to the end here. The views are absolutely spectacular, even in this grey day. Look up there. If you can see that, someone's got a clock on the side of their garage or whatever it is, their outhouse. I can see what I'm looking for in the distance. It's called the Tut Tut Rock. I don't mind going out on rainy days. As Billy Connolly says, there's no such thing as bad weather, just wrong clothes. I know there's people who can't get out now. They would give their right arm to be able to come out in the rain, but so I appreciate being out on any weather. I love all the sounds you hear. It's like I used to live kind of in the country. It wasn't far outside the city, but it was like in the country, and you could hear the sounds of chainsaws, the smell of coal fires. We had a coal fire surrounded by nature. That's what this place reminds me of. If I just, all I smell is coal fires, it's amazing. You know, once the cars go by and there's no cars, it's silent. And yet, that's just Guruk over there. Do you see him over there? There it is, the Tut Tut Rock. That's amazing. It reminds me of the Crocodile Rock in Millport. It's some size, it's huge. Wonder why it's called the Tut Tut Rock. Anybody know? Anything to do with King Tuts? Tutankhamun. Now for the thumbnail. Breathe in. So if you want to see the Tut Tut Rock, when you come to Kilcreggan, turn left when you get off the ferry. Lovely. I love it. There's another huge rock just waiting to be painted. I'm absolutely drook it. Oh. I'm absolutely drook it. I've got the drooks falling off my hat. Back to the ferry terminal. Sit here waiting the ferry. I've got half an hour before departure, but the rain's too heavy. I've been here for 2¼ hours. Did I enjoy myself? Oh yes. I loved it. It's all about frame of mind, isn't it? That was a great wee pub, the Creggans. That bowl of soup just hit the spot. So I'm just going to sit in here in this little quaint, look at that, isn't that beautiful? I'm just going to sit in here and wait for the ferry and then go back over to the hustle and bustle of the mainland. Well, this is the mainland, this is actually a peninsula. Here's some pictures, look at that. Big change in the weather now from when I came out. At least the rain's off. But look at those clouds. I believe we're getting rain now for the next 3 or 4 days. Cheers, thank you. So that was my day trip to Kilcreggan. Did you enjoy that? Okay, things didn't go to plan, but
let's say the plan wasn't spoiled, it was just altered. Anyway, it meant we had a little look round Gourock, didn't it? So here we are, back where we started. A few degrees cooler and a few druckets wetter. But still, we had a nice day, didn't we? I enjoyed Kilcreggan. Would I go back? Yeah, I'll go back. Explore further in drier weather. But thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.